President Estrada executive clemency less than a week after her predecessor submitted his request, leading observers to question the speed and timing of the decision. Joby Francisco has that story.
43 days after his conviction for plunder, former President Joseph Estrada is now a free man. The pardon granted by President Arroyo effectively ends erap's detention that lasted 6.5 years.
In view hereof, and pursuant to the authority conferred upon me by the Constitution, I hereby grant executive clemency to Joseph Ejercito Estrada.
The decision came just hours after the Justice Department submitted its recommendations to the President. It stressed the policy of the administration in releasing inmates who have reached the age of 70, the time served by Estrada in detention, and the assurance made by the former leader that he will no longer seek any elective office. The sentimental reason given by erap regarding the condition of his mother wasn't considered.
He is hereby restored to his civil and political rights. The forfeitures imposed by the Sandigan Bayan remain in force and in full, including all writs and processes issued by the Sandigan Bayan in pursuance hereof, except for the bank accounts he owned before his tenure as president.
If Estrada accepts the pardon, the order will immediately be transmitted to the Sandigan Bayan. After the court formally notes the document, it will be sent back to Tanay, and erap will be officially allowed to come home to San Juan. Sources said the original plan was for the DOJ to submit its recommendations tomorrow, especially because it has until November 7 before the court orders erap sent to Muntinlupa. That is why a lot of people were surprised that it happened today, when the President was dragged into the ZTE broadband bill controversy at the Senate. Bias officials refuse to answer questions about the timing of the announcement. They also don't want to comment on the warnings of some key personalities like FBR who are against giving erap pardon at this time. And though they didn't say it today, Malacanang has been consistent in saying that it has been the desire of the President to jumpstart the healing and reconciliation process with the Estrada camp. Joby Francisco, ABC News.
Investigators in the Glorieta blast showed ABC News pictures of damages at the mall basement, which seemed to prove the explosion was not caused by a terrorist bomb. Jason Torres tells us more.
This video clip taken by a closed-circuit TV camera at Glorieta 2 last Friday shows shoppers leisurely entering the mall and browsing through books on display at a ground floor bookstore. Then suddenly, static. Billowing dust is all that is seen when the video comes back. Seconds later, panicked shoppers, some carrying wounded people, running over what remains of the mall's entrance. Probers revealed that this blown-out tank of diesel found in the basement formed the biggest part of a series of events that caused the deadly blast. A week before the disaster, the mall's sewage pump malfunctioned. It was replaced with a temporary submersible pump a day before the explosion. Some pipes were also upgraded. Probers believe methane gas that may have escaped through the broken pump and pipes triggered an initial blast, and this may have heated and caused the adjacent diesel tank to explode. Pictures obtained by ABC News from the Interagency Anti-Arson Task Force showed the holes and damage to the diesel tank. Police say the outward direction of the damage proves that the explosion came from within the tank and not caused by an outside force such as a bomb blast. Investigators add that a crater formed not on the ground as a bomb would usually do, but directly above the blown-up diesel tank. The explosion shockwave eventually escaped through Glorieta 2's basement door and other crevices, the path of least resistance. Ayala officials gave Makati Mayor Jejo Marbinay and media a tour of a similarly structured basement, also in Glorieta, to debunk the police findings.
We have always implemented precautionary measures because this electromechanical room has been here for 20 years and it has been properly designed, and we maintain it properly.
Investigators are now more cautious around the blast site after some colleagues complained of nausea. But despite assurances that shoppers in Glorieta 1, 3, and 4 have nothing to worry about, business remains slow in the mall. Jason Torres, ABC News.
The United Kingdom is asking Philippine authorities not to discount just yet the terrorist angle in the Glorieta blast. In its latest travel advisory, the UK Embassy maintained that terrorist threats remain high, especially in Mindanao. It advised its citizens not to travel to the south, particularly to Basilan, Tawi-Tawi, and Jolo. Next on Centro, did the president question Neri's rejection of a bribe? On ABC reports, sangguniang kabataan candidates, do they really know what they're getting into?
DPC at Sentro, kabalikat ninyo